Hello and welcome to your Daily Tarot with me, Cindy. And today we are going to pick our pile based again on an image that you are drawn to, on either maybe the word or what is symbolized in the image or the number that's displayed on the card. The timestamps will be in the description as well. They will be pinned at the top of the comment section. So you can go there now and you can click on it if you know right away like what it is that you want to pick, or maybe you always pick the third pile or the second pile. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to hold the piles up for you so you can look at the cards closely and feel their energy. So this is fire, number 19. The second one is the Ancient Ones. And this is number 1. The third card is the Sun, number 53. And the fourth pile is the Witness, number 64. All right, so go to your description, the timestamps, and pick your card pile, and we will get started. So with the first one, Fire. We have 2 cards. The tarot has come in today. The tarot and the fairies would like to play with each other. So your tarot card is the Knight of Pentacles. Your fairy oracle is the Piper. Isn't that interesting? The Piper is very seductive. There could be a music playing deep within your heart. There may be songs that are coming into your mind as of late, and these songs may be bringing messages to you. That's something that happens to myself quite often. But there's a seductive music. It's a seduction that's been either I'm kind of getting that you're actually playing this. You're the Piper, and you're drawing some in with this new seductive energy that you've taken on. I don't know if this is something remnant from the eclipse, but this is a very interesting energy that you're pulling in here. And for some of you, it might be reversed. For some of you, somebody might have this seductive energy, this musical beauty about them, that it's pulling you towards them. And the Knight of Pentacles, so Pentacles are slow moving, and this is a pretty slow moving Knight of Pentacles. I mean, he's on this horse, this creature thing that looks like it comes out of the ground or grew out of the ground. So I'm not sure how it moves forward, but it does move forward, and knights are about doing, so it's going to move forward. So whatever this is, maybe if there's someone that you're sort of trying to draw into you, it's working. It's just, for whatever reason, it's slow energy. They are coming towards you. Slow and steady wins the race, baby. Just think of it that way. And if somebody is playing this for you, like it's drawing you in, it feels as though that it's slow, and maybe you're not even at this point thinking that, I don't think that person's very seductive, but I kind of enjoy talking to them, or so there's that going on, and that's part of experiencing the slow energy when you're actually in it. So it depends on who is in the slow energy and who is doing the seductive song. Nice. Nice energy. Ooh, and it was the Fire card. So there you go. All right, the second pile, the Ancient Ones. The tarot and the fairies have come to play together. So you have a tarot card. It is the King of Pentacles. And your fairy card is some of these letters, the Puck. The Puck. I think it's the Puck. Is that a P or the Look? It's not the Look. I think it's the Puck. Anyways, the name is not so important to me as to what message I get from this. Oh, this is interesting. I think some of you keep getting these messages over and over again. Or Spirit is just giving it to different people at different times who also need the message. But it's The message I'm getting with this is, again, this realization about dark and light energy. I wish you guys would get it because this is getting tiring. So there's a balance here. It's good is bad and bad is good. It's all about the experience that's had and what you are when you come out of it. And I'm feeling like some of you are really stuck in this. The King of Pentacles is very solid. This is a very solid card. This guy is not moving. I mean, he is part of the tree, and the tree is rooted into the ground. So I'm kind of getting the message that some of you are pretty permanent in your mind in believing that light is good and that dark is bad. Because it's not that way. So dark comes into our lives to help us grow, to help us move through lessons, to help us be better people. So the light that we experience in life is almost just like a little vacation. You can call it like summer vacay, here on Earth school, because being here on Earth is all about lessons in life, every aspect of your life. As soon as you think you have it figured out, somebody walks into your life and changes everything you thought you knew. Like, oh, wow. Or a situation occurs that changes everything you thought you knew. So it's getting through that, and it's realizing that without the darkness, without these darker experiences or lower vibrational experiences, you wouldn't be who you are now. You wouldn't have achieved the inner growth that you have now. So this is really great growth, but you know what? It's pretty stubborn. So maybe you need to loosen up a little bit. Just loosen up a little bit. Pull away a little bit from the thinking. Particularly religion is one of those things that has really tried to misguide people in terms of understanding what good and bad is and what dark and light is. Once you can start to understand and feel, just feel deeply within yourself that when something difficult comes through, and see how you come through on the other end, that there's a lesson there. Now, if you are the type of person that never sees that, when you go through the lesson, if it always beats you down, you will eventually become the dark energy because you won't believe anymore. Now, that's a little bit of the reason why people like me and other people who have had others come through life and help them. Like, I came from a fairly impoverished life as a child. I mean, my parents were teenagers when they had me, so they had nothing. My parents couldn't even finish high school. So I've been through a lot, but I managed to get myself through school. I finished college, had a career. I'm a stay-at-home mom now, and I get to do what I really love to do. But there was a point in life where it did feel like everything was just hard, and I was often in just a sour mood, or I was looking for a confrontation with someone because I just saw it everywhere. And then there just came a point in my life where I just sort of realized, but it was through the light that other people shared with me. So that's why I'm trying to share my light with some of you, because it is very hard to come out of the darkness or negative energy feelings if there isn't someone around you trying to show you the light, trying to help you through it. And at any point in time, we can be drawn back into the darkness because it is Spirit's way of trying to get you to grow again, to get to that next level. I wish I could almost just touch you and kind of bring that energy to you so you could know that. I saw someone today when I was driving down the road, and it sounds horrible, but the way he was walking, he was walking like, how you see a zombie portrayed. His arms didn't swing anymore. His entire shoulder area was very stiff. He was in a very poor part of the town that I live in. And I couldn't help but feel that, any negativity that he's been through in life has piled on top of him. Every single aspect of hurt and pain that he has had in his life is sitting on his shoulders. And it worried me in a sense because... And he was much older. He looked like he was in his maybe early to late 60s, which really isn't that old, but I didn't see it. It didn't look like he would be coming out of that darkness. And then in his next life, I could just think to myself that he will be born probably in a situation that is pretty dark, because he's still required to come out of that darkness. So I don't know. I really went on a long time with number 2. But, oh, I wish that message would come through to whoever needs it. But we're going to keep trying. Pile number 3, the sun. Pile number 3, the sun. So the tarot has come to play with the fairies, and you have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, my gosh, every single one of these has been a pentacle. That's crazy. I'm getting the feeling that some of you who have come in today for the daily tarot are maybe slow-moving energy, very solid in what you believe, and it's hard to change any of those beliefs. So the fairies are here to try. Oh, this is Titan the Sylph. Titan the Sylph. Ooh. This is very energetic energy. This is like, if you can imagine a little kid that is always asking you, why? It's great energy. Oh, you know, it's so funny. I just thought, it just brought me back to when I was a little girl. So I used to hang out with my grandfather a lot. And he had a couple of snowmobiles, because we live up here in Canada and we get snow and people use snowmobiles. So he had a couple of snowmobiles, one for my grandmother and one for him, and they were exactly the same. And he went to the hardware store and he got like these you know, outdoor stickers. They were really strong and durable. This is back in like the 70s, and just back in the 70s. So like talking serious adhesive back then. So he spelt on the front of one of the snowmobiles, Granny, because that's what I called my grandmother. And then on the other snowmobile, he spelt Grandpa. And then, but it wasn't just Grandpa, it was Grandpa space Y, the letter Y, because everything was why. Why, Grandpa? Why? Why do the trees have bark? Well, why? Why do they need bark? And then why? Why do the birds fly? And why? He was so patient with me. He probably had more patience than I've ever had with any kid. So that's what this energy is. Why? I want to know everything. But then, what's this Queen of Pentacles? I feel like the universe wants to play with you a little bit. I feel like the universe wants to show you some really cool things about existence. Like, this is a cool trip, man. You're really tripping to be down here on Earth. You don't need to quite become Earth. Still keep your spirit self alive. Look at the energy. Don't even look at that pentacle right now. Look at the energy of that glow. Oh, it's fabulous. It's just everywhere, wanting to experience everything. Let me go. I want to know. And then when I know more, I want to know more. And when I know that, I want to know even more. And then once I know that, I want to know more. Very, almost a little bit hyper, but the Queen of Pentacles is very solid in her foundation here. So there needs to be a balance, I think, right? Like, if you could get what this is and get it in between from what this is, this area right in here would be great. So I feel like there's some kind of balance that needs to be, that needs to come through. Maybe some of you are too much in this energy and you need to ground yourselves a little bit more and come down to earth a little bit more. Maybe some of you are so down to earth, you're not even reaching into that inner child fairy that's, you know, asking the questions, why? Well, then what would happen if I do this? And what would happen if I do that? Like, oh my gosh, my son is doing that all the time. I'm like, well, if you do that, you're probably going to crack your head open on the sidewalk. Oh, well, let me try. Like, right? So it's like, oh, but if you could balance it, it will start opening some interesting doors for you and some interesting experiences, because that's why you're here. You're here for those experiences. Just do it. Just try it. Just go with it. Get on that snowmobile and ask your grandpa, why? Okay, that was that. So the fourth one, the Witness. And I'm sorry, my allergies are making my nose tingle here. So the tarot has come to play with the fairies. So your tarot card today, get out of town, is the Page of Pentacles. Every single one of these was a pentacle. I think that was the Knight of Pentacles, that was the King of Pentacles, and that was the Queen of Pentacles. And now we have the Page of Pentacles. There is some really slow-moving earth energy in the people who've come to pick today's cards. Oh, and look who showed up. Yep, Nellie's the Alchemist. Every single one of you are getting a message from Spirit about moving your butt forward. Every single one of you. Wow. Well, this one was a little different. This one was about sort of like some sultry, sexy energy, but it was still about, come on, like, it was slow moving. It was very slow moving. The Page of Pentacles is about learning. You know, it's about learning and moving forward with new lessons and new experiences, but it is slow moving energy, but it's a good foundation. It's a great foundation. She's taking the time to really learn those lessons properly, as opposed to maybe like the Knight of, or the Page of Swords that, you know, might go through life a little bit too quickly and not really absorb all of those lessons. But the message I'm getting, like, for a lot of you is that you're just a little bit too slow moving. You're stuck. You're stuck in this energy, and there's new energy waiting for you that you really need to tap into because it's there. It's being offered to you. She was in yesterday's reading, and this is about like an irrevocable change. This is a change that's coming through for you. And look, she's not even looking at where you are now, because that's not where you need to be. This is not where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be moving forward with this change. She's holding her wand up. She's ready to, with that fairy dust, and get you into this new change that almost, well, maybe it's taking you past the page. Maybe you won't just be a page anymore. Maybe this energy will bring you into the Queen of Pentacles or the King or Knight of Pentacles. But it's energy to get you moving. Like, this dragon is asleep. Come on. The dragon is asleep. She's sitting on a dragon is sound asleep. The fairies don't like that energy. The fairies would really like you to start moving forward. And this is all chemical. So like, this is an alchemist. So this is about like the deeper aspects of yourself. Like, I don't know, maybe most of you are earth energy, or you have a lot of earth energy in your chart. Myself, I don't have a lot of earth energy, so sometimes I probably need to actually tap into that a bit. I'm an Aries with a ton of Gemini in my chart, so I'm very, let's go, let's do the next new thing. And sometimes I probably need to come into this energy, but also by having that energy that I have, I'm often into new situations, like boom, like that, let's go. But I don't always take in the lessons like I should, like the Page of Pentacles does. So there's a balance, right? There's a balance that needs to occur for you so that you can move into this transitional change, and they would like you to start moving a little bit faster. Maybe just like tap your dragon. Come on, let's get it going. Let's get it going. She's waiting. She's not looking at you anymore. You know, when you're trying to get your kid going to school, I do, and they're just not going. And then that's when I say, guess what? I'm going. You can catch up to me when you're ready. And then they start moving. I kind of feel like that's the energy she's saying. I'm going, and you know what? You just know where to find me, and you can catch up. You're going to have to run along the sidewalk to get there on time. So you're late for your date with Destiny, guys. Something's waiting for you, something exciting, and your energy is a little bit stuck. A little bit stuck. So there's been some nudges from Spirit in this reading today to get you unstuck. I've never seen all pentacles with energy beside it telling it to move. So that was quite entertaining. Thank you for allowing me to come into your energy. I do appreciate it. And I know I can be a little bit sassy, but I kind of taking on the energy of the cards too. So have a great day. Enjoy yourself. Be gentle with yourselves, and we'll see you soon. Bye.